Okay, so we're now going to be looking at something called divs and spans. These are two what we call non-semantic elements, as in they don't necessarily describe a specific function, like for example if we used paragraph or headers or tables or anything like that. Divs essentially what they do is they separate almost like a chunk of our elements, and that'll be really useful when we come to styling our websites in the next section on CSS. So this is just an introduction to using divs and using spans. You don't need to memorize all of it for now because I'll be doing a whole other lecture on it in CSS when it becomes more relevant, but I want to introduce the concept to you now. So all I want to say for now is, for example, let's say we had a paragraph saying, "Hi there," and then let's say we had a header just called website. This is a great website. Stuff like this. Now, what we can do, let's say for example we wanted to have the whole of our web page to be yellow with the background, like a nice light yellow. But then with just these ones, we wanted to make sure that they had the background color of, I don't know, like a light blue or something like that. Now, the only way we could do that is if we store them in something called a div. Now, you don't need to worry about class either for now. We'll be going over that. But what's really important here is that we include all of this in a div. So this is, now we have this div including, let me just indent this properly. It's always best to indent things. Not essential, but it looks a lot better, a lot more readable. So now we have a div, and everything in here is contained within a div. Now span is almost the same as a div, except it works within one element. So for example, in this paragraph here, we could include a span that just contains this part here. And that's if, for example, we wanted just this to have a certain font size or a certain background color or whatever styling it is. It's just really important for you just to note for now, you don't have to do anything, just note there's something called div and span. Div is very helpful in containing a number of different elements if we want to style it in a specific way, and span is a good way of styling elements, of styling content within one element. So that's div and span. Like I say, you don't need to worry too much about it for now. Just put it into the back of your mind, and we will revisit this very soon. So I'll see you in the next lecture.